guys, welcome back. Okay, so if I want to be going up against the Musketeers because they came out yesterday, so the set Spirit Wars were released, and I guess it's one of the most anticipated archetypes from the set because we're not sure exactly how they're gonna do. I mean, you kind of have an idea of what they're meant to do. If you activate a spell trap in your column, then you can. They each have a separate effect. They have one that you can. They have two Stratoses, so that's 6 Stratoses. Pretty much, if one of them is like, if the spell trap is activated in that column, then you can search for a Musketeer card from your deck. And I think this one is strictly if you activate a specific Musketeer card, you can only add something different. You can only add a different one from the one activated, assuming that's the one that actually triggered off of. But let's say there's one that that shuffles 3 and draws 1. Shuffles 3 Musketeers from your grave and draws 1. There's one that discard a Musketeer card, draw 2. There's one that's Call Haunted. You can special summon a Musketeer from your deck and this from your graveyard. So it's pretty versatile in the fact that they cover all the bases of what the effects trigger off of and what they essentially do. It's pretty insane. But like I think one of the major I wouldn't call it a flaw, or I guess a weakness. I guess majority of the archetypes have to have a weakness, otherwise it'll be just insane. So like in this case, like if you can get rid of the Musketeer before it resolves or before it triggers, like let's say they activated this ties, right, and then you just get, let's say let's actually negate it with ties. Let's say they activate ties and then I somehow get rid of this, right? So that means it won't be on the field for it to resolve and it won't trigger, and then they won't search, they won't activate their effect. So I guess you can use that as a strategy, so you can like I guess play against it, because that's pretty important. The fact that like see what I mean? Like let's say if once you have your chance to respond to their activation, then you just find a way to get rid of it, and then they won't trigger. So I think that's the major important key point, major factor that you can utilize and use against them, because that's pretty important. That's a pretty important note. But once you get going, it's like, oh dude, it's so freaking crazy, because like it's like a snowball. You just keep searching. So but I think the major issue would be if you open up multiple monsters, kind of like with Glads. It's gonna be like, oh dude, like if you open up a bunch of monsters, a bunch of these guys, then you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. But of course, like all you need is just one, especially if you get the one of the Stratoses, because there's 6 in the deck. So then you're gonna have to like I guess filter your way through consistency, and hopefully that will get you there, because they have a trap card, the counter trap card, that activates from hand. Like if you control a Musketeer, they can activate any Musketeer card from their hand, which is insane, dude. And this is like I guess this is where like, it's kind of like a mind game type of thing, where you don't know if these are all monsters or they can be all spells and traps. So I guess that's an edge I guess they can use to their advantage to manipulate the game state and manipulate just how you like psychologically just, oh, how do I play against it? Is it a spell trap? Is it just a bunch of monsters? So it's like I guess they have that going for it, but thinking of oh, does he have it? Does he not? It's just insane, especially because like the counter trap, it's a counter. You can't use a counter from their hand. That's insane. Like I'm pretty sure it negates anything, or I think it's just spell trap. I can't remember, but still, the fact that it's a counter, and like, dude, like if you try to like strike it, they can just negate your strike with that. Like, dude, that's unsearchable too, which is the main issue. It's like, oh, dude, what the hell? Like, oh, that's good. And I was going up against different variants. I'm yet to see an actual solid build yet, because I'm not too sure how people are approaching this build, how they're approaching this archetype. Because of course you can just put the like what's the core, what's the essential, what's the essentials, like what do you need, like guaranteed that you need to have this, or does that make sense? Like is it worth playing? Yeah, I'm not too sure how that's gonna work. Look at, they can search a damn counter when put an activate spell trap card where you control them. Yeah, I think it's like a what? It's a dark bribe, but they don't just I don't draw. So it's like, dude, that's good. Oh, it's a counter. That makes it so freaking insane. But good old junk. Yeah, there we go. And that's pretty much gonna be it. Like I think I don't know. Let me put it like this. Okay, so let me see. Let's look at the Musketeers. Bullets here, but I mean, yeah, this is the pot iris where you shuffle 3, draw 1. This is the color haunted. If you like, they all trigger when you activate a spell trap in their column. This special is a Musketeer from your grave. This special summons a Musketeer from your deck. This one, what's it do again? The kid is 2. He draws 2. Discard a Musketeer and draw 2. And then this one's the two Stratoses. This adds any card. Oh no, never mind. Okay, this adds from your grave to your hand, and this adds from your deck to your hand. Oh, okay, that's the difference. So that's pretty cool. So the recycles, and this gets filter. That's pretty insane. That's pretty cool. But they seem like they covered every single aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh pretty much. They did, dude. And then they have the spell. This is the okay, you can't attack directly. So just double to the attack. It's like a double, like yeah. And then if this gets to the end of the turn, it's attack. Okay, this is the chalice. The chalice and the freaking makes attack 0. So that's pretty. I like this one. And then they have this one. If you control a magic bullet monster, target up to 3 cards in any graveyard. Oh, okay. It's graveyard control. It's pretty cool. If you control a magic bullet monster, target one face-up card on the field, destroy it. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like this one too. I think this is gonna be. I think this one and this one's gonna be the main ones. I think, and the solemn. They're gonna be most played. I think. I'm assuming. And then this is the one you can't. Your Musketeers can't be sure of a card effect. I'm pretty sure. If this card you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can add one magic from your graveyard to your hand. Except, okay, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it protects your guys. So that's I guess it'll be like last resort type of thing. And then this is the counter. This, oh my god! When your opponent activates a spell trap card while you control Musketeer monster, negate the activation if you do destroy that card. You can only activate one of these per turn. I mean, there was one per turn, but still, the fact that you can time it properly, it can be really devastating. That's insane. The fact that, dude, I think it's pretty cool. I think they're pretty cool. I mean, of course, I have the issue of if you open a bunch of monsters, oh, dude, what do? Hoping to God you open up the one that's searching from deck, so you can find a way to resource your way through. But that's pretty much what it is. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.